Hey, I'm Mike Meadows here at the X8 Drum Studios in Austin, Texas, and today's lesson is going to focus on adding some foot percussion to your cajon playing. Now, this is something that sort of has endless possibilities, and this will be just the first lesson. We'll probably do several more showing some different ideas, but we're going to build on the foundations that we started with some of the previous lessons. Now, one of the most important things about adding foot percussion is how you sit. It can be very difficult if you're playing cajon in the traditional way, and I talk about this on the first lesson on Cajon 101, that adding the foot percussion, if you're going to be using both feet, it's better if you can keep your legs closer together. So that's why I play kind of inside here between this leg so that I can freely move my legs and not be put off balance and have a lot of strain. It's a lot more difficult to do it like this. Now, today I've chosen some shells on my left foot and just a basic half moon tambourine over here on the right. And you could put any myriad of possibilities. You could switch these around. You can use ankle bells. You could have, a cowbell with a foot pedal. Any kind of different options. There's tons of different ways of doing this. This is just what we chose today. This is a good combination because the other thing you want to think about is sort of sonically how they match. You don't want things to be all high end. You want to get a good combination of sounds. So these kind of blend. They have some contrast to each other and some contrast as well to the cajon. Now, to start off with the most basic idea, we went over tambourine playing with the foot in another lesson as well, so I'm not going to get into that. But with the ankle over here, with the shells or with bells, you could tap with your toe or with your heel. It's up to you. I find that actually tapping down with the heel gets a little more definition and more of a pronounced sound than the toe. And again, it kind of depends on what you're playing. With this many shells, you're going to get a sound either way. But if you have maybe just some ankle bells on, they might be too light to get a really good sound with the toe, and they might get a better punch with the heel. But you can experiment with that and figure out what works for you. So the first exercise, we want to incorporate just the left heel, and we'll start it just on the quarter notes like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and a 3, and a 4. Now I'm just playing the hand-to-hand that we went over in Cajon 101. But now we're just adding that left foot in and getting comfortable with that. Now you can go to another pattern on the cajon and still keep that foot the same. So now we're doing that eighth note pattern that we've done before. And now the 16ths. So that's getting comfortable with one foot just on the quarter note. So it's really has a really strong downbeat sound to it. Now, before we get into adding the second foot, I want you to think about just doing the upbeats. So this time, they're going to be, instead of on the 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 that's going through the different permutations there. Again, now we're just moving the left foot to being on the upbeat eighth note, so on the ands if we're counting in Western notation. So get comfortable with those, and again, feel free to experiment and play all different kinds of grooves, feeling comfortable with the quarter note and then with the upbeats. And those upbeats can kind of give it a little funky lift to whatever you're playing. So if you want to kind of push it or kind of mix things up and you know, sort of add a little bit to the groove to kind of lift it up, sometimes that's what you want to put the upbeats. But if you want it to be really strong and solid, then a lot of times that having that downbeat going is exactly what you need. Now, throwing in the right foot, we can take it and we can do the same thing that we just did with the left foot. So you get comfortable playing the downbeats and the upbeats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and the 16ths. So I'm just going to keep that short because it's basically the same exercise that we do with the left foot. We're just changing it to the right foot. So the upbeats again would be like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and then 4, 1 and 2. So again, this is just sort of building the flexibility between the two. So playing the downbeats here or the upbeats or the downbeats and the upbeats here. And you can do those individually so that you can have it set up where you have two different things on your feet and you can switch back and forth just using those. You don't have to combine the two at the same time, and you can really add and change and get different textures. Now, a basic combination and a really simple way to start is to imagine that you're just walking. So we could say 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So left, right, left, right. Left, right, left, right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 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 3, 4. 1 E 2 and a 3, 4. 1 E 2 and a 3, 4. 1 E 2 and a 4. 1 E 2 and a 3. And I actually started playing this one on all the quarter notes there for a moment because that's what I typically do. So I don't normally just walk back and forth, but for a second there when I got to the 16th notes, that's what I typically do. So I kind of threw that in there. My apologies for that. So try that walking left, right, but then you should also go ahead and try right, left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, because it creates a completely different sound. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 2, 2 and 3, 4, 1 E. So you can see just by turning it around, you can change the sound and the textures. Now, one that I did at the very beginning when I was playing and sort of improvising on the cajon is just playing this left with the shells, 2, 3, 4, and adding the tambourine just on the backbeat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2. Now with the basic beats, it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 2 and 2 and 3, 4, 3, 4, 4. So again, that's going through the basic patterns that we built on from Cajon 101 and adding some different things with your feet. Now, there's so many different combinations that you can get into, and we'll probably save that for some other lessons, but this will be a good start for you, getting used to each foot individually and then learning to combine the two, whether it's just the walking pattern like that or the reverse walking pattern, or keeping this solid and adding the backbeat. And this, honestly, is going to work for so much music, just having this basic one where you're emphasizing that backbeat, because that really creates a basic 4/4 groove for, most Western music or backbeat music. You're keeping that backbeat. So, it's really nice because then it really frees up your cajon playing so you can get into whatever you want from there. And let me just play it out a little bit so you can hear the context.